What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Beginner Bike Giveaway series. If you don't know what we're doing here, this is the show where we are giving away these two wonderful bikes. This is a 2018 Suzuki SV650. This is the 2019 Yamaha YZF R3. If you want to learn how you can win these motorcycles, click the links in the description below. Sign up for our Patreon and get automatically entered to win and get access to our Discord server. Or we've got a new way to enter if you go and pick up one of our shirts. Very comfortable, very nice. We've got all kinds of designs. I just want to show you guys really quick. It's not your garden variety, you know, super thick, kind of disgusting, like Hanes t-shirt. This is actually really comfortable. Like, I would wear this. I mean, it has my logo on it, so I'm probably not gonna wear it because that's weird. But you know what I mean. Every dollar you spend gets you an entry to win. Or you can hit the Patreon, scroll a little bit down, find out how to send me a letter and enter completely for free. So whatever method works for you, you go and figure that out. Okay, that was cool, I guess. All right, anyways, today we're gonna be installing crash protection on the SV650 and the R3. But because I've been hearing a lot from you guys lately that I'm not motovlogging enough, we're gonna take the R3 out for a quick spin before we do that. Alrighty guys, heading out on the R3 to do our little vlog for the day. Since you guys want to see me on the bike some more, we can definitely do that. Oh, my wonderful scrambler though. Oh god, so good. You know, it's really funny. I really do feel a difference when riding this bike versus our giveaway bikes. Not only because it's extremely different than the bikes, but I don't know, it's been a while since I've owned my own bike. And it's a lot of fun having my own bike again. As you can see, definitely took it out on some trails and had some fun with it. I'm gathering my thoughts up to do a review on this motorcycle. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to say about it. Spoiler alert, it's a secret ADV bike, but that's not a bad thing. This bike rules. I have so much fun with this motorcycle. But anyways, today's star of the show is the R3, so let's do it. Alrighty guys, we're crossing the South Congress Bridge here in Austin, Texas. Figured I'd drive to downtown to give you guys a little bit of a different look at what's going on. It's about noon right now, so it's not too hot yet. It starts getting really spicy warm around here, but around 1 or 2 o'clock, probably going to pick up to at least 100 degrees today. But right now, it's actually feeling pretty breezy, so I am enjoying that. You know what? I don't really have anything to vlog about in this episode, but I know you guys like watching me use the bikes, and I don't want to put too many miles on them, but I do like riding them around. It is fun to ride these little bikes around while I own them before giving them away. We're trying out a couple new things today on the vlog. We've got this upside down GoPro mount. It looked pretty good on another vlog that I did, and it seems to provide, you know, an ample view of the cockpit, but also a more upright look at the actual horizon of everything. And we've got the little handlebar mount today over here. Last time I tried this vlog, I put it on the little mirror right here. It didn't really pan out too well, but now we're going to try it here on the handlebar, see how it works. It feels a little weird to use the clutch with it like that, but as you can see, the R3 doesn't have a whole lot of room for you to play with it, to put little, you know, X mounts or handlebar mounts on stuff, so you got to take what you can. Flat out on the little R3 away from a stoplight. It's always the fun part about a 300. Speaking of which, I can't go flat out too much because I do need to go grab gas for this little bike, so you guys can come along with me for that. We're cruising down here towards South Congress. This is easily one of my favorite parts of Austin. They're building this new thing over here called Music Lane, which is pretty cool. Probably a bunch of new little shops and all that are going to pop up around here. But the part I like most are these older shops right over here. There's a cool, like, vintage boot place over here. There's some really good food over here. There's a seafood place over here in the corner where I had some lobster the other day, which was very good. Revival Cycles is right over here somewhere. I don't know if it's their like flagship store or whatever, but they do sell some motorcycle accessories and that kind of stuff. I don't think it's in that block. I think it's in another block up here. What else we got going on up here? There's a lot of like cowboy boot stores over here. So there's a second one over here, a couple other little cafes and all that. But this part of town is pretty cool, man. I do like South Congress quite a bit. Yeah, Revival Cycles is right over here. Actually, you can see they got some scramblers and other custom bikes over there. Pretty cool. I stopped in, though, the other day just to take a look, and they wanted $1,300 for a soft leather pannier or saddlebag, whatever you want to call it, for the side of the bike. And I was just like, holy crap, man, I'm not paying $1,300 for a saddlebag. That's insane, dude. Got this mega-sized Torchy's Tacos over here. I do love Torchy's Tacos. There's a shop right in downtown, too, another Torchy's. I've seen that before, so must be doing pretty well. This barber shop over here. Austin's a cool city, man. It's a really cool spot. I'm actually going to hang right on this street and go down this way, see what we can find, if we can find anything cool. We're clear to go. Gosh, I really do. One of my favorite things about this bike is just the transmission. It's just so slick. I wish I could put this transmission in my Scrambler because, boy, as much as I love the Scrambler, for some reason that that transmission on that bike is so clunky. So clunky. This is cool though, man. This feels like the this feels like the old motovlogs I used to do. I'm on an R3 and I'm just rambling. I don't really know why you guys like watching this stuff, but everyone's been clamoring for me to vlog on the bikes a little more, so I figured why not? Let's give the people what they want. This bike is so good at doing this kind of stuff, man. Just cruising through town, looking cool. Got the LEDs, cool matte black finish in my Dainese. In my Rye helmet with the tinted visor. Always a good look. Let's see if we can flip here. No one's coming. Let's go. Like, it's crazy. This transmission, I barely touch the shift lever and it goes into the next gear. I wish my Ducati did that. I wish the Scrambler did that. Granted, that transmission has to take care of a lot more torque than this transmission, so maybe that's why, or maybe it's because the Ducati is just a heaping pile of crap. I don't know. I love the bike though. I have a problem. So our mission for today for the R3 is to find some gas. Wow, it's crazy taking potholes and bumps with a motorcycle that doesn't have suspension like the Scrambler. Our mission today is just to find some gas on this little bike and then head back and install the case sliders. But actually, I've already installed them. I hate to break it to you guys. Continuity is everything for these episodes, but the case sliders are already installed because I didn't want to install them on a hot bike. So whenever we pull off, you'll be able to see the sliders already on there. But I wanted to put this vlog in before starting the actual installation process, because you know what, like an episode of just, you know, installing case sliders is kind of boring. So let's also do a vlog in there as well. We'll ride around the city, ride around Austin. I love this town, man. I'm so glad I did the move from Dallas down here. I think this place suits me a lot better. You've got the hill country roads. You've got Hidden Falls Adventure Park, which I'm loving. It's a little hot during the summer. It's a little bit warmer than Dallas, I will say. But what else do you got around here? You got, you know, all these cool restaurants, good food, good vibe. I like the people here. It's a little bit more kind of laid back, I would say. Look, Dallas is kind of conservative and corporate. Austin's a little more laid back, you know. It's really cool out here, man. It's really cool. If they could just turn down the temperature on it a little bit, the city would be perfect. Now crossing another bridge. Give you guys some views over here of the city. It's a good town, man. You got some of these, see all those little hills out there? You got Ladybird Lake right here, which actually has some type of bacteria that's apparently killing a bunch of dogs, which is really unfortunate. So I hope they sort that out soon. I don't know how they're going to sort that out, but I hope they sort it out soon. Oh, this little bike rules, man. For this, it goes into neutral so smoothly. This is a great motorcycle. It's just nice to ride. There's really no other way to put it. It's just so simple and easy to ride, this bike. But yeah, for stuff like this, just cruising around the city, like, this bike rules, man. This bike is so dead simple to ride around these kind of streets. How do you guys like this new camera angle, pointed down, kind of upside down, and a little more forward looking? Let me know in the comments below. It should be pretty good. I tested it on a Scrambler vlog, kind of, you know, low risk on that one, but tested it on that vlog, seemed to do pretty well. Catching my reflection on this motorcycle, man, the R3 is such a good looking bike, isn't it? This bike costs $5,000. Look how good it looks. That is insane. It was funny, I was sitting in neutral at that light, and then I put it into gear. I caught a lot of flack on my intermediate rider tip video about how it's okay to put it in neutral to light. Guys, if there's a car already behind you and you're off to the side of it, there's no risk in putting it in neutral, man. Like, anyone that thinks that you're gonna be able to, like, you know, see a car coming behind you and dart out from first gear and away from it, come on, dude, you're not some Superman. You're not gonna be able to do that. That's crazy. Like, if someone's gonna rear end you, they're gonna rear end you, and you being in first gear isn't gonna save you. That's just my take on it. I'm not an MSF instructor. I'm not some kind of guru or anything, but you take it for what you will. Now let's see. Let's take a left here on 6th and then head over to that Whole Foods, or rather the gas station that's near the Whole Foods. It's somewhere around this way, isn't it? This little bike is fun. Probably take it to Redline here. And I did all of 45 miles per hour. What a fun little bike. You just want to goon on it because there's really not that many consequences to gooning it, so it's kind of okay. Like, I just revved out 2nd gear to Redline, and I didn't really get in a whole lot of trouble. If you did that on a 600, you'd be doing like 85 miles per hour, which is bad. That's what we in the business call bad. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you don't, you can just skip ahead and watch me install the K-sliders, but I don't know, I just wanted to include some riding footage in this episode because I feel like it's useful, especially for people who are checking out this motorcycle, checking out if they want to, you know, use it or win it or whatever. Cheeky little rev matches on the R3. It's so fun being a more experienced motorcyclist and riding these bikes because you feel like you can just do anything with them. You feel like you could just chuck them as hard as you want. And they weigh nothing. This bike weighs, I think, like 380 pounds or something like that. I'll put it up on the screen. I can't remember, but they're super, super lightweight. It's crazy how light they tuned the throttle. Like, they specifically made it so it's not super snatchy for beginners. It's super, super nice. It's so forgiving. So I feel like newer riders, dude, I really feel like if you goof up riding this bike, like, you really had to goof up because it's so forgiving. You can't whiskey throttle this thing. Although I did see a video the other day where this dude took off from a light on a Duke 390 and just absolutely just ripped a fat wheelie and flipped it. I was like, dude, how did you even do that? He must have just dumped the clutch and then absolutely wrung it to Redline to be able to do that. I'll try to find the clip and include it here in the corner or something, but man, that guy ate all kinds of shit. All kinds. Let's see if it's full. It is not. Saying a cheeky little right. God, the seat height is so low on this thing, man. I have a bend in my knees when I'm flat-footing. It's ridiculous. Oh, man. Simple motorcycling is what the R3 offers you, man. Got these mopeds all over Austin, and the electric scooters. God, you really got to look out for those people whenever you're driving or riding, because they just don't care. It's like they have a death wish. It's insane. Alrighty guys, I'm going to cruise around with the R3 a little bit more and then put it back in the garage. Enjoy this next segment of me installing the case sliders on it, coming up right now. So we're going to be working on the SV650 first because, well, it's a naked bike, it's super easy to do. Case sliders, in case you don't know, I need a pair of scissors. Just kidding, I'm going to chop it open with a big knife. So, case sliders, in case you don't know,
Basically what they do is they help protect some of the more vital components of your motorcycle. I'm pretty fond of these T-Rex racing units right here. I've used them on quite a few different motorcycles. They work really, really well, and all around they're really well made, I think. They goofed up one of my orders one time, but that's okay. It happens. They're also based out of Dallas, Texas, which is cool. I like supporting local Texas businesses, so that is pretty awesome. The reason you want to put case sliders on a motorcycle is because if you have even a low speed drop, it doesn't have to be necessarily a crash, you could damage some of these components right here. And if you were to put a hole in this case right here, all the oil's gonna come out. You're gonna have a seriously bad time getting this replaced and fixing it all up. It's just really more of a hassle than it's worth. If you invest maybe 120 bucks into some case sliders, you can prevent that for yourself, especially on a naked motorcycle like the SV650. Even though it is easier to work on, it is more prone to you know, holes in the cases and that kind of thing from even minor drops. Especially, not that you'd ever take this motorcycle off-road, or maybe you could, but if all you need is like one pointy rock in the wrong position, then you could put a hole in this. Like, it's not that hard to put a hole in your case, so get some case sliders and get yourself squared away. So let's see what we got going on here. So again, really driving the point home here, these are crazy easy to install. It literally just takes a couple bolts and you're good to go. So for this side over here, the right side of the bike, we're gonna need this other case slider. So it looks like the 4 bolts fit up this way and then the 2 bolts fit up this way. So we're looking at something kind of like that for this one. So that's pretty simple. Now we're working on the other side of the motorcycle because we finished up the other side. And as you saw, it literally took me about 2 minutes to slot that case slider on there, so this one's probably gonna be just as quick. It's the joys of working on a naked bike. It's all right there. A little bit of oil came out on that bolt, a little strange, but that's okay. With these sliders, you know, it's not ideal to take off bolts like this off a case, to be honest, but you know, if the instructions are telling you to do it and you got all these other bolts holding on the case, you know, you really shouldn't have any issues of oil seepage or anything like that. It's pretty normal for a couple drops to come out because, you know, you are pulling bolts out of somewhere that is completely covered in oil on the inside of the engine there. So you'll see a couple drops of oil, but don't be concerned because it's pretty normal. You're not gonna run into any issues of, you know, oil slipping out everywhere and that kind of thing because you have all these other bolts holding the case on. I wouldn't recommend you go out and ride with some bolts missing on your case, but if you do, it's not a huge issue, you know. And while you're installing a little case like this, also not a big problem. So now we've got a couple different sizes of bolts here, so I want to make sure which ones go where. It's saying here in the instructions that, well, honestly, we can just kind of eyeball this one. It's not going to be too difficult to figure out which one's going to fit where, because we have 2 different sizes. So made it up like that. And just like that, we have case sliders on the SV650. Got it here on the left side, and we got it here on the right. Now we're going to move on to the Yamaha R3. So because the R3 is a fully faired motorcycle, it might make this a little bit more challenging, but I don't foresee having to take off any fairings for this job. But if we do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's get started. So I was reading the instructions and it turns out we do have to remove this rear fairing partially, not the whole way, just to slide it in there and tighten it up. So we're gonna do that right now. Like this. So there's a bolt all the way up there. And I gotta take this whole fairing off. Alright guys, now we're moving on to the right side of the Yamaha R3. I believe this side doesn't require any, you know, removal of the fairings. Hopefully not, but let's give it a shot. These need to come off too. Okay, we're gonna just, I think by using just this bolt, we can make it loose and then hit the other one. So let's do that. Alright guys, we now wrapped up our case slider install on the R3. A bit more tricky because of these fairings, kind of annoying, but there it is on the right side, fully installed. And then on our left side. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining me while I suffer a little bit and install some very difficult case sliders. Again, if you want a chance to win these motorcycles, check the links in the description below. Sign up, get started, send a letter, whatever you want to do. These are going to be shipped out in October, and it could be you watching right now who wins. That would be kind of crazy. Anyways, I'll catch you next time. See you later.